Columbus House provides emergency shelter services to single men and women. We do that year-round. We're most known for that service. In terms of the SOAR project, we're targeting folks who are in our shelter and who are living outside, unfortunately living outside, but are engaged with our outreach and engagement team.
SOAR stands for SSI, SSDI, Outreach, Access, and Recovery. It's a project that started in 2005 when the federal government was holding policy academies to address homelessness across the country. And probably at least half of the states that participated in those policy academies said that one of their goals was to try and increase access to SSI or SSDI, but no one knew how to do it.
When people are living outside or in the shelter, one of the key things that they need are an income in order to be able to find their own home and live in their own home. And a lot of folks that we serve don't come in with an income, but have a significant disability that would make them eligible for Social Security.
For the clients that I work with, because of the mental health or substance abuse issues that they have, it's difficult for them to access the benefits. And sometimes they don't even know that they're eligible for benefits. So making them aware of that is a key point sometimes.
Social Security is set up that the people who want these benefits or who are going to apply for them are supposed to be able to walk in on their own or sit down at a computer on their own and do the application. This doesn't work really well for people who may have a brain disorder, who have trouble thinking or organizing their thoughts, or if they've been homeless for a long period of time, they haven't had continuity of care, so they may have been seen in an emergency room in one community and in another emergency room someplace else and in a detox in a third place, and it's all jumbled up. They don't remember where they were, they don't remember what they were treated for, they certainly don't remember the names of the doctors and so forth. So it becomes very difficult for them to actually fill out this application and do it on their own.
In the last year, we've had many of our case managers trained in the SOAR approach, and since that training, it's led to wonderful results and people who are getting benefits for the first time.
Once I was diagnosed with my disease, cirrhosis, and the doctor, first thing he said, you can't work anymore, which I was working up until that point. So that's when I was really desperately homeless.
The first time that Bill and I sat down together to fill out his application, he was denied. And after that, I did the SOAR training. So I had all this knowledge and I knew what Social Security was looking for. They're looking for his ability to function. So we were just trying to prove that his disability limited his function, which in turn limits his ability to work. And with that knowledge, we were able to get him his benefits.
Initially, the doctor told me I needed to be on a strict diet. So being able to have access to money to go to the grocery store, I can buy fresh vegetables, fruit, things like that, which is very good for me. When I could make my own meals now, it's helped immensely.
I applied for SSI initially because I just came out of the hospital due to 2 amputations due to diabetes. Well, let's just say it will give me a complete, total sense of independence again.
When people receive an income, they're able to move out of the shelter or out of a car and into their own home.
Before SOAR, people who were doing these applications were getting approved at about 10 to 15%. And after SOAR, nationally, we're achieving a 73% approval rate within 93 days. It's really fundamentally changed the way that people approach these benefits.